I'm known as the American Psycho diehard Dustin Lee. I've come to Ukraine to not only perform, to help UWA, but also help them raise money for drones and to help the Ukrainian military win this war. I'm a professional wrestler. When I was young, I always dreamed of becoming a professional wrestler, but I always thought it was something that was impossible to do. And then my high school friend who's dead now, I said there's a guy with a ring down the street, and we went by it and saw the ring like through the crack of the garage door, and we were like, we're this close from getting to professional wrestling. We have to find out what's in this garage and bother this guy. And when we found out that it was possible to get into wrestling through the indies or through a small promotion or making your own business, I trained with some crazy wrestlers that were like, I went to their show one day, King of the Death Matches. I said, this is the baddest shit I've ever seen. I want to train with these guys. I want to be a part of this. You know that it's not UFC, but you're also like, is this real? Is this, I mean, that's real blood. That's a real stunt. I know that hurts. You know, but at the same time, you know, it's not, we're not trying to murder each other. My specialty in wrestling is deathmatch wrestling. So who don't know what that is, it's professional wrestling with weapons and traps that you could fall into or get used on you. And the goal of the match is to survive. It's not really to die, it's not a death match, but it's can you survive this death match? Kind of inspired by maybe a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, Bloodsport, or something, the Kumite, and Mortal Kombat. I was a big Mortal Kombat fan as a kid. There's a lot of similarities between deathmatch wrestling and being in a war zone and being at war. You have a survival spirit. You want to win. It's bloody, it's brutal. But the difference is that war is real. Deathmatch wrestling is a way for the fans who aren't acquainted to it, or people that are acquainted to it, to come and see something that's maybe like a war, to see the hero win in a cartoonish, like slash realistic setting. I started learning about Ukraine when COVID ended. The day COVID ended, or the day Russia invaded, COVID ended. They no longer talked about it anymore. And it sparked my interest then, and I sort of kept drifting back and forth about it. But I couldn't travel till I paid off some bills, while I paid down some debt. And then I was looking into it like, this is the center of the world right now. Like, there's people that look just like me. I started learning about the language. I was taking classes online, and then I eventually planned a trip to Ukraine, and I was going to do a YouTube channel to show people, so I've started a little bit of that. But I want Americans that had the thoughts that I had before to have a change of heart like I did. So at first, my cousin contacted me. He said, bro, I'm gonna go to Ukraine. I'm gonna fight for the Ukrainian military. He's in the army. I said, bro, that's not our war. We don't know nothing about that. But now we have sort of switched. Now my cousin says, you shouldn't go over there. And I'm like, bro, I've got to go over there and help. So I teach conversational English. I feed cats and dogs. I feed the homeless, and I work for a Ukrainian wrestling arena for a much lower payday. Before I even started doing this, I didn't know how you could help Ukraine at all. And I don't know that I'm doing even the best things that I could do to help Ukraine, because I don't know what can really ultimately help you win the war. There's so much propaganda. In America, we only see the destroyed cities. We don't see the life, because I have a saying, there's no snow days in Ukraine, and nobody gets a day off. There's people going to school, they go to work and all this. Number one way that you could help Ukraine is by staying aware of what's happening. Keep your eye open and support Ukraine, and just do whatever you can to help Ukraine. You can do donations, you can share videos, you can share news. You can actually come here. So even though our government says that it's like a place you shouldn't come to right now. I'm here, I see that there's people living here, there's people having businesses, they have dreams, and I think that if you see it for yourself, if you come here, you'll see why we need to save Ukraine, why we need to back Ukraine, and why they need to win this war. So